Clear Lake and Decorah. Here is the starting lineups for Clear Lake. Leading off, the center fielder, Gavin Shakely. Batting second at third base, Luke Schiller. Hitting third, the second baseman, Brock Adams. Hitting fourth in right field, Mitch Kieran. Hitting fifth, the designated hitter, Brandon Tofty. Tofty will bat for the pitcher, Jerry Kokler. Hitting sixth, the shortstop, Pete Swenson. No relation. Hitting seventh, the first baseman, Matt Stephanie. Hitting eighth, the catcher, Rowdy Yates. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Devin Eulenhop. That lineup will face Jake Qualley. 8-2 on the season with a 2.03 ERA. 2.23 his opponent's batting average against. 65 and 2/3 innings, 61 hits, 19 walks, or 19 earned runs, 12 walks, and 32 strikeouts on the season. So, Qualley is about ready to get things underway, and he will throw to Shakely to start the game here tonight. So, here we go. As the Vikings and Lions for Sub-State Baseball for the second year in a row, Scott Hoppel will work the plate tonight. Luke Schiller will be at Martin Tim will be at first base, and Dan Klein will be at third base. Gavin Shakely hitting .436, 5 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 17 RBIs. He's been up 10 times in the playoffs and been on base 8 times. Shakely 5 for 7 with 3 walks. First pitch to Shakely taken up. It's 1 ball, no strikes. We get going at 7:01 on Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. We'll set the Decorah defense here momentarily. Qualley delivers, and the pitch on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. Austin Ashbacker in left, Gavin Nimrod in center, and James Osley in right for Decorah. Josie Jewell, Colin Nimrod left side of the infield. A breaking ball outside corner taken for strike 2, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brady Dolly at second, and Bryce Pierce at first. Kyle Kane behind the plate, and Jake Qualley on the hill. Qualley with the 1-2 delivery, swung on a ground ball to the right side, picked up on multiple hops by Dolly, bobbles it a bit and throws on to first base and throws late, and an error will allow Shakely to reach.
Not the start you were looking for there, Darren. It was a pretty routine ground ball and a play that should have been made, but you haven't given up anything yet, so you got to bear down and keep the inning in order for yourself here.
And Shakely is 27 for 28 in the steal column this year. Luke Schiller is hitting .378, 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 30 RBI. Seth Thompson with some vocal instructions to Schiller as he makes his way to the plate. The stretch and a move to first base, and Shakely back to the bag diving. Jewell will play a step in front of the bag at third. Pierce will hold the runner on at first. Qualley comes set, and the pitch, ground ball towards third and foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. 0-1 the count on Luke Schiller, a .378 hitter as we mentioned. Good lead at first base by Shakely. He doesn't go on a curveball taken inside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Schiller. Schiller here in the postseason, 4 of 10 with 2 RBI. And another move to first base, back to the bag diving goes Shakely. Vikes obviously paying a lot of attention to him. 27 for 28 in the steal column. Good lead at first base by Shakely. Qualley comes set, a long pause, runner stays put, pitch swung on and fouled at the plate, and it's 1-2. And that's a key pitch there, because if you go 2-1, that opens the door for a lot of things for Seth Thompson to do. 1-2, you probably won't be as aggressive, but you would assume.
Yeah, you would think it would reduce the chance of a steal coming here, but you never know. You still got to be ready.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Qualley delivers, and the pitch, a curveball low outside, is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Clear Lake 34-3. They have the second most wins in the state of Iowa behind Twin Cedars and Des Moines East, who have 35 at the present time. Qualley comes set, and the 2-2 delivery, curveball swung on and fouled on the third base side, so Schiller fouls off a pretty good deuce from Qualley.
Yeah, it was a good pitch, Darren, right on the knee. But that's what a good hitter does, is fight off the pitcher's pitches.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And Shakely had a big lead at that time and has to lunge and dive back to the bag as Qualley wasn't even on the rubber. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shakely with a good lead at first base. Qualley comes set. Runner takes off. Pitch swung on, a ground ball, foul. Just to the left of the bag up the third base side. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Just underway in the Sub-State game. No score. Clear Lake in 22 of their 37 games has scored in the first inning. When they do, they are 21-1. 3 steps off the bag at first base is Shakely. He'll stay put this time, and a ground ball headed towards left field. A diving stop is made by Josie Jewell. That's all he'll be able to do. So it's first and second with nobody out for Clear Lake here in the first inning.
Yeah, I would say that ball is probably definitely a hit. Nothing really that Josie could do with it. Still got to focus on throwing strikes, and you definitely need to get out number 1 on this batter here.
And Brock Adams, one of 3 players in this lineup to face Decorah last year in the Sub-State game, will bat. He's a .325 hitter with 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 35 RBI. Qualley delivers, and the pitch. Swing and a foul, right side, out of play, no balls, 1 strike. Here in the postseason, Adams is 2 for 7 with an RBI. Shakely away from second, Schiller away from first. Schiller is 6 for 6 in the steal column. And the 0-1 delivery, ground ball up the middle. Colin Nimrod's going to go to Dolly at second for the first out, and that's all he'll be able to do. Nimrod had a kind of a bad toss to Dolly, and that took away a chance at a double play. Don't know if it was a realistic one anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure they had time to get it there anyway, but Brady did a nice job of making the right decision and just holding on to that baseball at second base.
So Shakely at third, Adams at first, 1 down. First inning, no score. Mitch Kieran is 0 for 10 here in the postseason. He's a .389 hitter with 10 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, and 38 RBIs. Infield up at the corners, back up the middle, and a swing and a foul at the plate. On a curveball from Qualley, it's no balls, 1 strike.
And here's a situation, Darren, where defensively you need to stay on your toes and be ready for anything.
Adams is 6 for 6 in the steal column at first base. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball a little inside is 1 ball, 1 strike. So first and third with 1 down. The stretch by Qualley and the 1-1 delivery swung on and missed on a good pitch. A curveball low and away, and it's 1-2.
And now here's where Jake he's ahead in the count here, and his strikeout would be huge. So you really want to focus on making your pitch and not giving in at all here, Darren.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Adams the runner at first, Shakely the runner at third. Runner stay put, pitch taken up. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes on Mitch Kieran, the cleanup hitter for Clear Lake, in a scoreless game here in the Sub-State Final from New Hampton. Qualley delivers, runner goes, pitch swung on and missed. Kyle will eat the ball as Adams steals second. Qualley gets a big strikeout there, and Brandon Tofty will come to the plate with second and third and 2 down.
Yeah, you're right. That was a huge strikeout. Now you're 1 out away from being out of here scoreless.
Tofty, a .280 hitter, 2 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 16 RBIs. He's 2 for 7 with an RBI triple here in the postseason. Infield playing straight up with 2 outs. Tofty smacks one into left center field. It'll be a base hit. Shakely will score. Adams coming to the plate. The throw will be cut off by Pierce. It's a 2-run single for Tofty. RBIs 17 and 18, and a 2-0 lead for Clear Lake.
Well, like we said earlier, it's not the start you're looking for, but there's still a lot of baseball to play. Still have 21 outs to work with offensively.
Runner at first, 2 in, 2 down, and Pete Swenson to the plate, a .314 hitter with 7 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, and 26 RBIs, and Qualley misses on a fastball high and away. 1 ball, no strike. Swenson was 2 for 7 with a double in game number 1. The 1-0 delivery, a curveball low and outside, is 2 balls, no strikes. So it's been a long first inning, and Clear Lake jumps on top 2-0. They're a team that came back from a 4-0 deficit after 5 and a 3-run deficit in the top of the 7th last night to defeat Waverly. But the numbers when they score first are a little scary. They are 25-1 when scoring first this year. The pitch swung on a fly ball, deep center field. Retreating is Gavin Nimrod. He's going to look up, and that's going to be one hopping against the fence. Softy rounding third, being waved in. Relay throw to the plate from Colin Nimrod. Not in time. An RBI double for Swenson and a 3-0 lead for Clear Lake.
Yeah, that was a really well-hit ball. Gavin got a pretty decent jump on it, too, and just couldn't quite get to it as it went all the way to the fence, and find yourself down 3-0.
That's the 8th double and RBI number 27 on the air for Swenson. And Matt Stephanie will come to the plate. 309, 8 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 24 RBI. Vikes came back from a 3-0 deficit in the first inning in the district semifinal. With due respect to the Crestwood Cadets, the Lions, as Stephanie couldn't hold on back on a check swing at no balls and 1 strike. The opponent a little better tonight.
I would say so.
No balls and 1 strike count. Qualley delivers the 0-1, lone outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. So a 3-0 lead for Clear Lake. And the Vikings facing a pitcher in Kokler that's not given up a run in 10 2/3 here in the postseason. The 1-1 delivery is lone outside for 2 balls and 1 strike. All the runs unearned due to an error to allow the first runner on, and all the runs scoring with 2 outs. Qualley in for the sign from Kane. Kane flashes. Qualley comes set. 2-1 delivery. Lone outside for 3 balls and 1 strike. Stephanie, the 7th batter of the inning, and a 3-0 lead for the Lions. Vikes did come from behind against them last year. And the 3-1 delivery, a curveball beauty taken inside corner for strike 2. It hung a bit, but it was not out over the plate when it hung.
Yeah, if you're going to hang them, you at least want them on the corners.
3 balls, 2 strikes with the runner going. The pitch swung on and fouled away to the third base side, so the count remains 3-2. Qualley getting ready to throw already his 29th pitch of the ball game. A look back at second, and the pitch swung on and ground ball to the right side. Picked up there by Brady Dolly. He'll throw on to first base to record the putout. And that's that for the first inning, but a profitable one at that for Clear Lake. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It is Clear Lake 3, and Decorah coming to bat, and the Vikings will bat this way. Leading off will be the shortstop, Colin Nimrod. Batting second, the pitcher, Jake Qualley. Hitting third, the designated hitter, Dustin Carey. Carey will bat for the first baseman, Bryce Pierce. Hitting fourth, at third base, Josie Jewell. Hitting fifth, in right field, James Osley. Hitting sixth, the catcher, Kyle Kane. Hitting seventh in left field, Austin Ashbacker. Hitting eighth at second base is Brady Dolly, and batting ninth will be the center fielder, Gavin Nimrod, and that lineup will face Jerry Kokler. Kokler has won both games in the postseason to this point. One as a starter, one in relief. He's a senior right-hander. 10-1 on the season with 1.72 ERA. Opponents hitting 147 against him, 65 innings, 34 hits, 16 earned runs, 29 walks, and 96 strikeouts on the season. Kokler, in the extra inning game, did throw 3 2/3 last night, so he will be limited to 5 1/3 tonight. Because you can't throw more than 9 over the course of a 2-day period. So it'll be interesting to see how Clear Lake handles that. But this is a kid in 10 2/3 innings of postseason baseball. Hasn't given up a run. He's only given up 2 hits. So
got our work cut out for us.
And Colin Nimrod will bat, 222. No extra base hits and 14 RBIs on the season as the first pitch taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Mitch Kieran in left. Gavin Shakely in center. Mitch And actually in left field is Devin Eulenhop, and Mitch Karen is in right. As a ground ball toward short, picked up there by Pete Swenson. He'll throw on to first base. One shortstop retires the other. And there's one down here in the first inning.
Pretty nice play by the shortstop there. Fielded off to the side and on the run and fired a strike first.
Jacob Qualley, 4 for 6 here in the postseason with a double and 2 RBIs. 3-0 Clear Lake, bottom of the first. Qualley at 347, 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 23 RBI. And the first pitch to Qualley, swinging a foul at the plate. It is no balls and 1 strike. To continue with Cochler's lines here in the postseason, 5 walks and 12 strikeouts in those 10 2/3. He has only given up 3 earned runs in his last 21 innings. The ball's 1 strike to count on Qualley. A 3-0 lead for Clear Lake here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch swinging a foul back to the screen, so it's no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 delivery, swung on, driven towards left field, but underneath it is Eulenhop. He will make the catch in medium to deep left for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down here in the first inning for Dustin Carey. A 3-0 lead for Clear Lake. Carey at 378, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, and 25 RBIs. Carey 3 for 7 with a double, a home run, and 4 RBI here in the postseason. Over the last 5 games, he's 9 for 19 with a double, a home run, and 6 RBIs. First pitch out of the zone to Dustin, 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful sunny night for baseball here in New Hampton. And the 1-0 delivery swung on, a chopper to the left side, being charged there by Schiller. He'll pick it up and throw on to first base to retire Carey, and the Vikes go quietly in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the second. It's Clear Lake 3 and Decorah nothing. Let's take a timeout and hear from our sponsors, Plan One Financial and Winneshiek Mutual Insurance.
End of 1. Clear Lake 3, Decorah nothing.
Top of the second we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Clear Lake. Rowdy Yates, Devin Eulenhop, and Gavin Shakely here in the second inning. To face Jake Qualley, who gave up 3 unearned runs in that first inning. First ball swinging is Yates. He flies one into right field. On the run is James Astley, who will make a 2-handed catch in shallow right. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second inning. As we were talking in between innings, Luke, kind of a very similar start to the Sub-State game on this diamond against Charles City 3 years ago.
Yeah, it is quite similar. And the key starting right now is to get on the board early, and you got to keep getting outs.
And Qualley throws a strike to Devin Eulenhop, a .250 hitter with a double, no triples, no home runs, and 4 RBIs. Gavin Shakely, top of the order on deck. The pitch, a curveball swung on and missed, is 0-2. And Jake just needs that good inning just to get his feet under him.
Yep, you kind of got to get the momentum on our side here a little bit.
0-2 delivery, a fastball up. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Decorah kind of carrying the flag for Northeast Iowa right now. The 1-2 delivery swung on and a chopper over the head of Qualley, fielded at second on multiple hops by Dully. He'll throw on to first base to retire Eulenhop, and there's 2 down here in the second inning. Last night, Turkey Valley, we lost in sub-state play in 1A end of things, and on the 2A end of things, hopefully Coach McDonald sitting to my right doesn't punch me for this one, but Dyersville Beckman beat New Hampton, ending their fine season, as Gavin Shakely will start things here in the second inning as he drives one deep to right field, and that ball is gone. That was a no-doubter off the bat from Shakely, his second home run of the year, and his 18th RBI, and now it's at least a 4-run mountain to climb for the Vikes. It's 4-0.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter off the bat. Pretty well hit ball. Good swing put on it.
Four nothing the score. As Gavin Shakely, who started the first inning by reaching and eventually scoring on an error, has now been on base 10 of the 12 times he has been up here in the postseason. Exactly what you want out of a leadoff hitter. As Schiller, who got an infield hit his first time up, will look at a strike on the outside edge. It's no balls and 1 strike. Pitch, a little low. One ball, one strike, the count. Qualley with the 1-1, swinging a foul back to the screen. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Qualley gives up his first earned run of the game on the Shakely home run. Qualley ready, and the 1-2 offering. That one sailed high. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. And the pitch, that one curved inside and it hit Schiller between the 1 and the 8 and on the back of the uniform. The curve ball that doesn't curve, and Schiller is a 2-out base runner. All 4 runs coming with 2 outs thus far for Clear Lake.
Yeah, we got those timely hits, Monday night. Clear Lake sure is getting them today.
Dustin carried out of the bullpen for Decorah. Brock Adams will come to the plate. Adams reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Ground ball towards third, picked up there by Josie. He'll fire a strike over to Bryce Pierce, and that's that for the second inning. But Clear Lake adds 1 to the total. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 4-0 lead for Clear Lake. Let's hear from Winneshiek Mutual Insurance and Dr. Kelly Reagan, chiropractic. Middle third of the order for Decorah. As we go to the bottom of the second inning, Lions up by a 4-0 margin. Decorah is the home team here tonight. Josie Jewell, a 376 batter, swings and fouls the first one up the right side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. 13 doubles, 1 triple, 4 home runs, and 35 RBI for Jewell on the season. Josie was 0 for 2 against Clear Lake pitching a year ago in the Sub-State Final. Cochler delivers, pitch swung on, popped up, straight back, out of play. So Cochler doing a very good job getting ahead of the Decorah hitters, Luke.
Yep, he's in charge right now, and a good approach to the plate can only do so much when a pitcher's throwing strikes like this.
No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, curveball taken low, is 1 ball, 2 strikes. But what's the proper approach? Because sometimes some of Decorah guys get a little impatient and want to hit the grand slam home run with nobody on base. The 1-2 to Josie, smacked into right center field on a base hit, and that's all going to go all the way to the fence. Josie will be in standing at second with double number 14 on the season.
Yep, great job by Josie. Let that ball travel a little farther and pounded it the other way. But like you're saying, Darren, I would describe the appropriate approach as patiently aggressive. You want to have a pitch in mind on that first, when you don't have any strikes on you that you can drive. But otherwise, you don't want to help the pitcher out any early in the count.
James Osley will bat with the runner at second, nobody out. 4-0 Clear Lake, bottom of the second. Osley at 296 will take a fastball at the letters for a strike, 0-1. 8 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, 27 RBIs. Osley 2 for 7 here in the postseason with an RBI. Cochler with the stretch and the 0-1 delivery. Smacked into left, off the glove of the third baseman. Schiller and into left field for a base hit. Josie coming to the plate, and he will score. Osley will make it to second on the single to left. He'll move to second on the throw. It's his 28th RBI of the year. It's a 4-1 ball game.
Now you're kind of in business here offensively with nobody out. That was a great swing by James. Hit it real hard enough that the third baseman couldn't keep it in the glove.
And Kyle Kane, who's had a nice postseason, 4 of 6 with a double and 2 RBI at the plate. 324, 10 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 22 RBIs will bat. And Cochler will hit a ground ball towards third. Schiller will look the runner back. He'll throw to first base, and the throw retires Kane, and Osley will move up to third on the throw. And there's one down here in the second inning. Thanks to some smart base running, it becomes a productive out off the bat of Kyle Kane.
Yeah, that was pretty crafty there by James to get over to third with 1 out here. Now you got another chance for a productive out to score you a run and kind of claw your way even farther back into this thing.
Austin Ashbacker, a 262 hitter, 2 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 14 RBIs. The first pitch taken a little bit outside, 1 ball, no strikes. The Baby Bull is 1 for 5 here in the postseason. Off of third comes Osley, the 1-0. High and tight, 2 balls, no strikes. Even with the bag at third is Schiller. Up at third is Stephanie at first. The 2-0 swinging a foul right side. Angling towards the line is Kieran. It'll land in the seats. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Austin Ashbacker. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Austin Ashbacker. 4-1 Clear Lake, bottom of the second. And the pitch swung on and a ground ball towards short. It's charged there by the shortstop Swenson. He'll throw on to first base to retire the baby bull. But Osley scores and the lead cut in half at 4-2.
Yep, Austin was a little fooled there, but made solid enough contact to get it into the middle of the infield and produce another run. Now you're down only 2.
Ashbacker with RBI number 15 on the season. Brady Dolly will bat in a 4-2 Clear Lake lead here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch, little low, little outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Dolly at .231, 3 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 5 RBIs. He was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs the other night against Cresco. It didn't play against Owine as that one misses outside. It is 2-0. Dolly has 6 hits this year and 3 have been for doubles. The 2-0 swung and a ground ball towards third. Charged there by Schiller. He'll wind up and throw to first base to retire Dolly, and that's that for the second inning. But the Vikes score 2 on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the top of the third. Viking defense will try to keep the momentum with them. They trail it by a 4-2 margin. Let's hear from State Farm Insurance agent Paul Hudson and those great folks at Decorah Tire Service. Mitch Kieran will lead things off here in the third. A 4-2 lead for Decorah. Kieran swings and misses on an off-speed offering from Qualley. It is no balls and 1 strike. A 4-2 lead for Clear Lake. They got 3 unearned in the first inning. A 2-out RBI single for Brandon Tofty. An RBI double for Pete Swenson. A fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. A Gavin Shakely home run in the second inning made it 4-0, but the Vikes got 2 in the second inning. An RBI single by James Osley and an RBI ground out for Ashbackers. Pitch taken low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to count. A 4-2 lead for Decorah, or for Clear Lake, as we play at the top of the third inning. Clear Lake is the visiting team. And the pitch outside is 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Jake just hasn't been himself tonight, Luke.
Yep, he hasn't had that usual command of the strike zone.
3-1 delivery. Here's ground ball towards short. Colin Nimrod there to make the play. He'll throw on to first base, and Kieran retired 6-3. 1 down here in the third inning.
It was nice to get out of that at bat with such a weakly hit ground ball, especially on a 3-1 count, and you'll take that.
1 down, nobody on. Brandon Tofty to the plate. A 2-run single and a run scored in the first inning. Clear Lake 34-3. In fact, 2 of the longest winning streaks in 3A are going at it tonight as a curveball swung and fouled at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. The current longest streak is Sioux City Heelan, who's won 14 games in a row. Clear Lake has won 13 in a row. Decorah winners of 11 in a row coming into tonight. The pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clear Lake has the second longest streak, and Decorah has the third longest streak currently in 3A of the 8 teams remaining. The pitch, curveball for a strike, and it was a nice one, and it's 1-2. Clear Lake in the Sub-State Final for the 3rd consecutive year. That's nothing to shake a stick at. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch blown outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Decorah in a Sub-State Final for the 4th time in 5 years. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count in the pitch. Just missed the outside edge. It's 3-2 now. Decorah is one of 4 programs in 3A that has been to a Sub-State 4 of the last 5 years. 3-2 delivery, swing and a foul at the plate, so we'll do it again at 3-2. That's the thing when you look at it. Oftentimes you talk about the success of Decorah baseball, Luke. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Qualley delivers, and the pitch swung on and missed at a big curveball. 2nd strikeout for Qualley, and 2 down here in the 3rd.
Yeah, that was a great pitch there by Jake. It's probably the best curve we've seen from him.
2 down, nobody on. Pete Swenson had an RBI double in the first inning. 4-2 Clear Lake, top of the 3rd. As Qualley delivers to Swenson, and that one hammered down the left field line. It will be a fair ball and into the corner. Swenson hits first base. He will stand at second with a double. So 2 doubles for Pete Swenson on the night. He has 9 on the season and a runner at second with 2 down. And Matt Stephanie will try to get another 2-out run here for the Clear Lake Lions.
Number 12, first baseman, Matt
Stephanie rounded to second in the first inning. 0 for 1. Qualley comes set, and the first offering. That one outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Swenson, who doesn't spell his name correctly, leads from second. The stretch in the 0-1. That one just missed the outside edge. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Pete has a W in his name. Nothing personal, Pete. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Stretch by Qualley, and the runner bluffs going. The pitch swung on and missed at a good changeup. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Kane flashes the sign. Qualley comes set. And the 1-2 delivery, swing and a foul right side towards the first base Decorah dugout. And it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Normally the visiting team on this diamond has the third base dugout. Decorah, the home team, so they got to call the flip tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they are the home team on the scoreboard. 1-2, swinging a foul, right side and out of play. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes still.
Nice little battle starting here between Qualley and the hitter. A few pitches being fouled off.
Stretch, a look back at second, and the 1-2 delivery, swing and a chopper right in front of the plate. Kyle Kane's going to field. He's going to throw to first base, and they got him by a step. Stephanie retired, and the Lions kept off the scoreboard for the first time of the frame tonight. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third. It is a 4-2 lead for Clear Lake. Let's take a break for Burning Rock Products and Jason Solon, your Farm Bureau insurance agent. Gavin Nimrod will start things here in the bottom of the third inning. A 4-2 lead for Clear Lake. Vikings defense kept Clear Lake off the scoreboard for the first time in the top half of this inning, and the offense will look to keep the momentum going as Nimrod is a .283 hitter with 8 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, and 18 RBIs. Nimrod's home run came on this field against New Hampton. As the pitch high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. The only time the Vikes were here this year, it was a 14-1 win over New Hampton. The 1-0 fastball outside is 2 balls and no strikes to count. Nimrod here in the postseason, 2 for 7 with 2 RBI. Cochler delivers, and the pitch outside corner for a strike. It's 2-1. Vikes got 2 against Cochler in the second inning, and that is the first runs he has given up this postseason. He has only given up 3 earned runs in 21 innings coming in as the pitch swung on and missed at a high fastball as Gavin helps out Cochler there. It's 2-2. 2-2 the count. Coakley delivers, and the pitch sprayed foul, third base side, not a play, so the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cochler kicks and deals, and the 2-2 sails outside for 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good at bat here for Gavin.
Yeah, outside of chasing that high one, he has done a good job of taking some tough pitches and fouling off some good ones too.
3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on, driven towards center field, and a running, sliding grab is made out in center field by Gavin Shakely. One Gavin retires the other, one center fielder retires the other. 1 down here in the third inning.
Yeah, that was overall, though. It was a pretty good trip for Gavin, and after seeing a few pitches, he really hit one on the screws there, unfortunately, right at the center fielder.
And Colin Nimrod will start. He grounded to short in the first inning and smacks one towards second over the head of a leaping Adams and into right field for a base hit.
Great job by Colin. I probably looking for a curveball there, judging by his reaction, and did a great job of dumping it into right field. He's done a really nice job over the past week or so of going the other way.
Colin is now 4 for 10 here in the postseason. Runner at first, one down, 4-2, Clear Lake, bottom of the third. Kokler comes set. And the pitch to Qualley, a ground ball to the left side, underneath the glove of Schiller. Everyone's going to be safe.
Yep, not hit especially hard, but it's kind of a tricky little play for the third baseman and didn't get down to the level of the baseball, and we've got first and second.
First and second with two down as Cole Sweska will get Qualley's courtesy at first base. And Brady Dolly will come to the plate. Or, I'm sorry, Dustin Carey will come to the plate. You were telling me one down. Oh, you're telling me one down. I'm paying attention to my roster for some reason. You're confusing me, man. I always follow your lead because you're smarter than me there, buddy. As the pitch on the outside edge for a strike to Dustin Carey, grounded to third his first time up 0 for 1. First and second, one down, third inning, 4-2 Clear Lake. We're in the bottom half of the third, and the Vikes are the home team. Kokler comes set, and the pitch swung on, driven towards left field and deep. That ball's carrying. That ball is gone! A ground rule double, rather, for Dustin Carey. His ninth double, his 26th RBI. It's a 4-3 ball game as Sweska moves to third and Colin Nimrod goes home. So ground rule double for Qualley, or for Carey, and his hot bat continues.
Yeah, not the best route to the ball taken by the left fielder, and it got carried over his head. It's kind of unfortunate that ball hopped over the fence. It'd been interesting to see if he could have tied that thing up if it would have stayed in the park.
But the current situation, second and third, one in, one down, and Josie Jewell at the plate. You'll take that.
You will.
Josie had double to right, a run scored in the second inning. A 4-3 lead for Clear Lake. Here in the bottom of the third as Josie takes the first one inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Where's the fine line here between being careful to Jewell with first base open and trying to get an out? 1-0 delivery, swung on and a ground ball foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. I
don't necessarily like to put an extra runner on, especially when you're only in the third inning in this ball game, when that could potentially be the run that beats you. So I would go after him, but you don't want to give him anything too good, that's for sure.
1 ball, 1 strike. Kokler delivers the pitch low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Josie over his last 7 games is now 10 for 20 with 5 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 11 RBI. The 7-game hitting streak that he now has is the longest on the squad. The 2-1 delivery is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. I get the feeling this is kind of the intentional walk, because if you put Josie on first, you can play for the double play then.
Yep, and you can kind of tell that he's gone for that outside corner and missed a few times.
3-1, hammered towards third and foul. Ooh, boy, he almost took Cole Sweska's head off there.
That's the kind of aggressive swing you like to see, though, on a 3-1. A guy just letting it go.
Cole was in foul territory, so no harm done there. And he has all his appendages, too. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 down. Kokler delivers the pitch, lone outside for ball 4. Vikes have him loaded with 1 out and 1 in here in the third inning. A 4-3 lead for Clear Lake, and James Osley to the plate. He had an RBI single and scored a run last frame.
And James really needs to focus on what Josie just did. It was a big situation, but he stayed within himself and had a good at-bat. James needs to duplicate it.
Infield up at the corners, back up the middle. Kokler delivers. The pitch swung on, popped up, foul ball right side. Coming over is the first baseman, and making the catch right in front of the Decorah dugout is Matt Stephanie for the second out here in the third inning. A big out there for Clear Lake, and now Kyle Kane will try to take advantage of this situation. Bases loaded, 2 down, 4-3 Clear Lake here in the third. Kane grounded to third his first time up. Sweska off of third, Carey off of second, Josie off of first. Pitch outside from Kokler, 1 ball, no strikes. Kane 4 for 7 here in the postseason. He was 2 for 3 against Clear Lake last year at Substate. The pitch outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Carey had the RBI ground rule double earlier this inning, but the Lions trying to get out of a future headache here. 1-1 delivery, lone outside for 2 balls, 1 strike. Big key moment early in this game. It's a 4-3 lead for Clear Lake. Vikes trying to keep that momentum. Kokler delivers and the pitch. That one just missed outside. Now Kyle can be ready to go at 3-1.
Yep, you've got to stay loose and you got to be ready to attack here.
3 balls, 1 strike. Kokler delivers the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball to the third base side, and it rolls into foul ground. Kokler had a mind to pick it up and maybe throw to the plate, but he wisely let that thing roll foul, and it's now 3-2.
Yep, that was a good decision there by Kokler, and not the kind of contact you were looking for out of a 3-1 pitch.
And now all the runners will be going, so anything for extra bases should clear them here. But that's easier said than done against a tough customer in Kokler. 3-2 on the pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul ball, third base, or fair ball, third base side. In fair territory, the third baseman Schiller will make the catch to retire the side. But the Vikes do get 1 on 2 hits, helped out by 1 Clear Lake error, and the bases left loaded. We head to the 4th inning. It is Clear Lake 4 and Decorah 3. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV and Wicks Construction. 4-3, Clear Lake leads it as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Clear Lake got 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The Vikes with 2 in the second and 1 in the third, but of course, at this point in the game, you were hoping for a lot more out of that 3rd inning.
Yep, those are the situations you want to cash in on. You don't come across them every inning, so when you do, you want to cash them in.
Rowdy Yates will come to the plate, flied out to right his first time up, 0 for 1. And the first pitch, a little bit low, a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Qualley's thrown 61 already. Giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, only 1 earned. No walks, so he's hit a man, and he fly ball to right field. Retreating is Osley. He will backpedal and make a 2-handed catch in fairly deep right field, and that's 1 down here in the 4th inning. So 1 down, nobody on. And Devin Eulenhoff to the plate. He grounded to second in the second, 0 for 1. 4-3 Clear Lake here in the 4th. Qualley settled down after a slow start as the pitch, a curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. Jake 8-2 on the season coming in. And now he's in a rhythm, you can tell. He gets that ball, looks for that sign right away, and here we go. The 0-1 delivery. That one taken high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, the count. The pitch swung on and missed at a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Clear Lake's only lost 3 times all year. You know, they frankly just know how to win baseball games. The 1-2 delivery outside, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You really want to go after this hitter here. You don't want to set the table for the top of the order coming around.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count, and the pitch. Ooh, just missed the outside edge. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes because Shakely's inflicted enough pain to cause a bloody shin for the Vikings tonight. The 3-2 delivery swung on and a ground ball to the right side. It's picked up there by Brady Deli, and he'll throw to first base to retire Eulenhoff for the second out here in the 4th inning. So 2 down, nobody on, and the aforementioned Gavin Shakely to the plate. He reached on an error score in the first and hit a solo home run with 2 outs in the 2nd inning. He bats again here in the 4th. It's a 4-3 lead for Clear Lake with 2 down here in the 4th inning. As the pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch swung on, popped up, foul, and out of play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Gavin Shakely. He's been up 12 times here in the postseason, and he's been on base 10 times. Not bad. 1-1 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But exactly what you want out of your leadoff hitter, Luke.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that.
And you'd imagine that you'll see Shakely later this game because Kokler, the starter, can only throw 5 1/3 tonight. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. In fact, he may only be able to throw 5 complete because they don't do the third of an inning thing when it comes to the 2-day pitching limitation. If I'm not mistaken,
I believe you're correct.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count in the pitch. Curveball low outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a good try from Jake. Tried to go the back door. It's a good spot to miss when you're 1-2.
Deuce is wild on the leadoff man for Clear Lake. Jake looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. And the pitch low outside. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach McDonald just confirmed that I was correct. Not that I didn't trust you, Luke. So,
hey, I would have checked too.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch threw it behind him. Ball 4. So Shakely on base yet another time, and Luke Schiller will bat. He's been on base twice. Infield hit in the first and was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Runner at first, 2 down, 4th inning. 4-3, Clear Lake with the lead. Been a very interesting game to this point.
Yeah, it has. If I remember correctly, last year's game was a little back and forth, too.
Curveball taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. That is the first walk for Qualley, but he was hit by a pitch, and now Coach Olenczak will make his way out of the dugout and head out to the hill to talk to Qualley. Dustin Carey did warm up a little bit, and just looking at the due hitters, Ashbacker, Dolly, and Nimrod, I'd imagine perhaps Josie Jewell would warm up once you get out of this inning defensively.
Yeah, I would guess that would be the direction that we'd want to go.
Coach O will make the walk back to the first base dugout. (4-3) Clear Lake. Runner at first, 2 down. Here in the 4th inning. Shakely a good lead at first base. 1-0 the count. Qualley delivers, and the pitch, a curveball going inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Maybe watch something here from Shakely.
Yeah, this would be a good pitch to run on if you're going to do it.
Maybe a little hit and run action, perhaps. And Shakely takes off 2-0. Curveball taken low, and it's now 3 balls, no strikes. And Shakely will steal second uncontested. That's his 28th steal of the season. So 3-0 the count on Schiller. I know Dustin Carey was warming up a little bit earlier. The stretch, and Shakely will get bluffed back to second on a bluff whirl from Qualley. 3 balls, no strikes. 3-0 coming. Outside for ball 4. That's the second consecutive walk for Qualley. First and second, 2 down. And Brock Adams will try to...
Number 8, second baseman, Brock Adams.
make the Vikings pay for it, and that's a curveball low, and that's 6 straight out of the zone from Qualley. Very uncharacteristic. He only walked 12 all year. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And the 1-0 delivery, that one caught the corner, and I think Hop gave him a break there. It's 1-1.
I think so.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The curveball taken low is 2 balls and 1 strike now on Brock Adams with the cleanup hitter Mitch Kieran on deck. 4-3 Clear Lake. We play the top half of the 4th inning. And the pitch, curveball taken for a strike, and it's 2-2. Also, Kane made the last out in that 3rd inning. I wouldn't be surprised if Kyle maybe throws, if the Vikes can get out of this inning defensively. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Jake ready, and the pitch swung on, hit towards right field, and that will land fair and into the right field corner. Scoring is Shakely, scoring is Schiller on a 2-run double by Brock Adams. It's a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. You walk people with 2 outs, it comes back to haunt you.
Yes, it does. Kind of gave away some base runners there, and And then comes the timely hit, and you find yourself back down 3 runs.
And it looks like Josie Jewell is going to throw to Clear Lake now as Qualley is done on the after the 2-run double by Brock Adams. 6-3 Clear Lake, Josie to the hill. Let's take a break for Hovden Oil. Jewell moves from third base to pitcher. Dustin Carey moves from DH to third base. Jake Qualley moves from pitcher to short. Colin Nimrod moves from short to second. And since Carey was batting for Pierce, when he enters the game, you got to eliminate the person he was batting for. So Bryce Pierce is out of the game, and Eric Smorstad comes in at first base for the Vikings. Jake just wasn't himself tonight.
Yeah, the usual command and control of the strike zone wasn't there, and kind of gave up a few walks. Didn't get a little help early in the game either defensively, but not the start you were looking for to this ball game.
So, Qualley done after 3 2/3. He gives up 6 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts for Qualley. He also hit a man tonight. It's been a while since Josie has thrown, so he should be ready to go. When he gets his fastball over, he's good. When he can't locate that fastball, he has struggled at times this year, and I think it's been that simple with Josie this year.
Yep, when he throws strikes, he's really tough to hit. Good velocity and good bite on the breaker.
And the pitch inside, and it's off the glove of Kyle Kane, and back or up to third will go Brock Adams. That's just a pass ball, and a ball that Kyle's got to catch.
Should have been caught.
6-3 the score. Clear Lake on top as they got the momentum back, got out of that jam situation in the bottom of the third, and now they lead by 3 as the pitch taken up. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Adams at third. Kieran is 0 for 2. He struck out swinging in the first, and he grounded to short in the third. The 2-0 delivery. There's a fastball for a strike from Josie Jewell. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Josie started last year against Clear Lake. The stretch and the 2-1. Swing and a looper towards first, and Smorsy there to make the catch, and that'll retire the side. But 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. We're halfway home in this sub-state game. It is Decorah trailing Clear Lake 6-3. This for A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate, and Dick Cuvalier and Troy Whitehill with Edward Jones Investments.
22, left fielder Austin Ashbacker.
Austin Ashbacker will start things here in the 4th. The pitch taken low, 1 ball, no strikes. Ashbacker and RBI ground out in the 2nd. 6-3 Clear Lake leading as we play the bottom of the 4th inning. Kokler delivers in the first and the next one outside. 2 balls, no strikes on the baby bull. Josie Jewell is on in relief of Jake Qualley. Josie hasn't thrown since the Clayton Ridge game on the 2nd of July. The pitch in there for a strike is 2 balls and 1 strike. Eric Smorstad is on deck, and Gavin Nimrod will follow him. A breaking ball swung on and fouled at the plate. It's 2-2 now on Austin Ashbacker. It's 6-3 the score. Clear Lake on top. An error led to 300 runs in the first inning. 2 2-out walks led to a couple of more for Clear Lake as ground ball headed towards short. Circling around it is Pete Swenson. He'll throw on to first base to retire Austin, and there's 1 down here in the 4th inning.
Pretty good play. The ball hit to the shortstop's right. He circled around it and fielded it off to the side, and that's pretty nice high school play there.
And Eric Smorstad will bat. Smorsy on the season 3 for 29, 103. He doesn't have any extra base hits or an RBI. As the first pitch taken at the letters for a strike, 0-1. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson and Luke Kane for the sub-state final here at Nicholson Park in New Hampton. Clear Lake leading 6-3, and a breaking ball for a strike to Smorstad. It's 0-2. Clear Lake has scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the fourth. Pike's got 2 in the second and 1 in the third. Ground ball headed towards the left side. Circling around it is Swenson. He picked it up, but he couldn't field it cleanly, and Smorsey's going to reach.
Nice job by Eric. Got behind early in the count, but he did a nice job of putting the ball in play hard.
So a runner at first and 1 down, and Gavin Nimrod, who flew out to center his first time up, will bat. 6-3 Clear Lake as we play the bottom of the fourth inning. Even with the bag at third is Schiller. Stephanie holds the runner on at first. Kokler with a long pause, Gavin asked for time, and Scott Hoppel, the home plate umpire, will grant it to him. Smorsey a short lead at first base. And Kokler delivers the pitch, fastball outside. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Smorsey another lead at first base. 1-0, swung on, fly ball left center field. Shakely in left center will make a one-handed catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 down, and a runner at first, and Colin Nimrod will look to keep the inning going as Decorah trails at 6-3. Nimrod grounded to short in the first and single to right and scored a run in the third inning. Smorstad will lead at first. Kokler comes set. And the first pitch, a curveball that missed outside, is 1 ball, no strikes. Kokler comes set and a move to first base, and back to the bag diving is Smorsey. He must know something about Smorsey's wheels that we don't.
He must.
We say that half serious and half kidding. The 1-0 delivery outside to Colin. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0 the count with 2 down. Kokler comes set. A look towards first, a second look towards first, and the 2-0. Colin takes one right down Broadway for a strike. It's 2-1. Smorstad a few strides off the bag at first. Kokler ready, and the 2-1 delivery. Curveball at the letters, taken for strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kokler hung one and got away with it.
Yep, that was a pitch that could have been driven.
2-2 the count with 2 down. The 2-2 delivery swung on, looped into right field. After it is the right fielder, and making a diving catch is Mitch Karen out in right field to retire the side. 1 error, 1 left. We head to the 5th. It's 6-3 Clear Lake. Let's take a timeout and hear from Hacker Nelson CPAs and Business Consultants and Greg and Marty Wise with Plan One Financial. Brandon Tofty will lead things off here in the 5th inning. A 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. Josie Jewell on in relief of Jake Qualley will look at the first one high. 1 ball, no strikes. Tofty, a 2-run single, a run scored in the first inning and struck out swinging in the 3rd. Pitch inside is 2 balls, no strikes. Josie making his first appearance since the Clayton Ridge game, in a game in which Decorah won 3-2 in 9 innings against a pretty good Clayton Ridge team. As the pitch in there for a strike, it's 2-1. Josie's last start was the last Friday in June against Waverly Shellrock. That was the last game Decorah has lost. The pitch taken low, it's 3-1. Timely hitting has been the story in this one. All 6 runs for Clear Lake have come with 2 out. 3-1, swung on a ground ball right side. Nice stop by Smorsey. He shows the ball and runs to first base to retire Tofty. And 1 down here in the 5th inning.
That was a good job by Smorstad. Came into the game with his head up. That was a pretty sharply hit ball and shows some good glove over there.
1 down, nobody on. Pete Swenson to the plate. A pair of doubles for him thus far. An RBI double in the 1st and a double left in the 3rd. Josie delivers. First pitch, a breaking ball for a strike. It's 0-1. 6-3 the score. Decorah on top. I asked to mention a little bit of baseball that'll be going on in Decorah tomorrow night. The 0-1 swung on and missed. Good change of pace that time from Josie. It's 0-2. Decorah Trout, the town team, going to be at home. I believe taking on Kilmer tomorrow night. 2 7-inning games at 5:30. The pitch, just missed the outside edge. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes at Olin Sack Field. So if you're in town, Nordic Festing tomorrow night, come on down and watch some ball. The pitch swinging a foul. Right side, not a play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Many former Viking greats on that team. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball up. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Two and 2 with 1 down. And the pitch swinging a pop-up foul. Right side, not a play. It's 2 and 2. If you're looking ahead to the Viking half the 5th, it'll be Qualley, Carey, and Jewell. But defensively, you got to stop the momentum. You've only been able to keep Clear Lake off the board once. The pitch outside corner, strike 3 call. Looking for the local, got the express.
Yep, you're exactly right, Darren. He was looking for the curve there, and Josie painted a fastball right on the knee. That was good at bat there.
So, 2 down, nobody on, but 2 outs has been dangerous time for the Clear Lake Lions tonight. All 6 runs. They've scored with 2 outs, and Matt Stephanie is 0 for 2, grounded to second in the first, grounded to the catcher in the third, and he'll look at a strike, 0-1. Josie has now retired the 3 batters that he has faced in this one. The 0-1 delivery, swinging a foul, right side, not a play. No balls and 2 strikes to count on Stephanie. Jewell ready, 0-2. Ooh, just missed at the knees. Josie wanted that one.
Yep, you got to keep your composure out there and just get the ball back and throw it again.
Wasn't exactly a look of please from Josie. The 1-2 delivery outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It'll be Qualley, Carey, and Jewell in the 5th, but the Vikes got work to do before you get to that point. It's a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. The pitch outside again. It's 3 and 2. There have been the last 4 innings. The Vikings have retired the first 2 batters in a frame. And the pitch swung on a chopper to the right side. Colin Nimrod there to make the play on to first base. And for the first time tonight, the Lions go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 6-3 Clear Lake. Let's take a break for Winneshiek Mutual Insurance and Dr. Kelly Reagan Chiropractic. Bottom of the 5th inning, 2-3-4 for Decorah. Good spot part of the order to face Cochler in what will be his last inning, no matter what. Cochler will face Qualley, who flied out to left in the first and reached on an error in the third. He'll chop 1 foul, third base side. No balls, 1 strike. In case you're just joining us, Clear Lake got 3 in the first inning, all with 2 outs. A Tofty 2-run single, a Swenson RBI double with 2 outs in the second inning. A Gavin Shakely solo home run made it 4-0. Vikes made it 4-2 in the second as the pitch goes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. An Osley RBI single and an Ashbacker RBI groundout. Vikes pulled within 4-3 on a ground rule double by Carey to score Nimrod in the third inning. But a 2-out double by Brock Adams scored 2 runners that walked in front of him in the fourth. And here we sit at 6-3. The pitch goes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Corners not being given either way by Hopple behind the plate. He's been very consistent about it. The 2-1 swung on a fly ball into right field. And coming in is Kieran, and he will slide and make the catch. Don't know why he had to make it look so cute, but nonetheless, he made the out. 1 down. 1 down, nobody on. And Dustin Carey to the plate, grounded to third in the first, and RBI double to score a run in the third inning. 6-3 the score. Decorah trailing Clear Lake here in the Sub-State Final. Carey looks at a curve for a strike, 0-1. Cochler's been pretty economical with the pitches here. The pitch, curveball outside again. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. This will be number 66 for Kokler. Very acceptable total at this point in the game. The pitch, fastball outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. Josie Jewell on deck, a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake here in the fifth. And the pitch outside is 2 balls, 2 strikes. After 5 innings last night, Clear Lake trailed by 4, heading to the 7th. They trailed by 3. They were able to come back and win. The 2-2 delivery swung out smack towards left field, and a base hit for Dustin Carey. Carey now 2 for 3 on the night, getting a 1-out single here in the 5th inning.
Good job of 2-strike hitting by Dustin. He found something he could handle, and he hammered it out into left. That's big now with the middle of the lineup coming up. Let's see if we can push something across.
Josie Jewell to the plate. Josie is 1 for 1, walked and scored in the second, and it's doubled and scored in the second, walked in the third, pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Short lead at first base by Dustin. And the 1-0 to Josie, that hit him. So Josie turning on the baseball magnetism again as he gets hit for the 8th time this year. And for the 3rd time here in the postseason as Sweska will run for Josie at first base. And James Astley will come up. He had an RBI single, scored a run in the second, and fouled out to first with the bases loaded in the third. He swung at the first pitch that time, and hopefully James just relaxes. If that first pitch isn't in the hitter's part of the strike zone, just let it go by. You got 2 more.
Yep, hopefully James got a good approach for this at bat. Kind of redeem himself from the last time out.
And the pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes on Astley. And James is one of those kids, awfully competitive, and he wants to do so good at times that he puts a lot of pressure on himself. 1 ball, no strikes, and the 1-0 delivery swung on, driven towards center field. Retreating is Shakely, and he will make the catch in deep right center field. Carey was playing it halfway instead of tagging it, and there's 2 down here in the 5th inning.
Pretty well hit ball by Astley, but the ballpark held it. And the center fielder got a good jump on it, and got to it pretty easily.
And Kyle Kane will come to the plate, grounded to third in the second, popped to third in the third. First and second, 2 down here in the 5th inning, a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. And the first pitch to Kane is taken at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Carey away from second, Cole away from first. The stretch, a look back at second, and the 0-1 delivery. That one taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes don't have a 2-out run tonight. Clear Lake has all 6 of their runs with 2 outs. Fastball, I don't know where that missed, to be honest with you. It's 2-1. Tried the outside corner, but that corner hasn't been given either way. 2 balls, 1 strike, count with 2 down. And the pitch swung on a ground ball towards third right. At third, Schiller tags the bag, bites out of it here in the 5th inning. So a hit batter, a hit, and 2 runners left. Vikes have left 6 through 5 at the end of 5. It is 6-3 New Hampton. Let's hear from State Farm Insurance Agent Paul Hudson and Decorah Tire Service.
For Decorah in the 5th, no runs, 1 hit, 2 left, 5 complete. Clear Lake 6, Decorah 3.
Probably made out with your first girlfriend as a son. Or is that too much information? Top of the 6th inning tonight. It is Clear Lake 6 and Decorah 3. 8-9-1 due for the Lions. Rowdy Yates, Devin Eulenhop, and Gavin Shakely here in the 6th inning to face Josie Jewell, who has retired all 4 men that he has faced after Jake Qualley struggled tonight. And Yates fouls it away right side, not a play, no balls, 1 strike. Yates has flown out to James Osley and right a couple of times, once in the 2nd, once in the 4th. A 6-3 lead for Clear Lake as we play here in the 6th inning. Hammered towards center field, and that one going to land for a base hit.
Yep, pretty good swing put on that ball right up the box.
So, Zach Tatum will run for Rowdy Yates at first base, and Devin Eulenhop to the plate. As I'm sure a bunt is in order here, as the Lions will look to get some insurance runs. And they came back against the Go Hawks last night from 4 runs down at this point. They know every insurance run would count in this situation, as Eulenhop squares to bunt and takes a curveball low. 1 ball, no strikes.
And you know he's bunting here, Darren, so you got to make sure you throw strikes. You don't want to give a walk away when they're giving you an out.
1-0, foul. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Does that affect the pitch calls from Coach O?
You know, I think it would. You'd want to, if I was calling the pitches, I think I'd want to stay a lot of hard stuff, try to get a pop-up or something.
Carry in close at third, a curveball taken low. It is 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Smorsy holding the runner on at first base, and that's Tatum. 2 balls and 1 strike. Josie comes set, 2-1 delivery, a curveball for a strike, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. I suppose the line of thinking's with the pitch calls here that breaking stuff, sometimes pretty hard to bunt.
Yeah, sometimes it is, but those pitches are moving down, and that's where you want a bunt to go, is on the ground.
2-2 delivery, fastball outside edge, strike 3 called. Josie gets his 2nd strikeout, 4th strikeout for Decorah pitching tonight. Eulenhop fails to advance the runner. Gavin Shakely to the plate for Clear Lake. 1 on, 1 out, 6th inning, 6-3 Clear Lake.
Yeah, that's a nice strikeout to have. It keeps that runner on first base and keeps your forces in order.
And Shakely's been a thorn in Decorah's side tonight. A curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. He's reached on an error, scored in the 1st, solo home run in the 2nd, and walked and scored in the 4th inning. Stretch. And the 0-1. Swung on, hammered right field and deep. Retreating is James Osley. He lunges back and makes the catch. It wasn't pretty, but Osley got the job done. That's the 2nd out of the inning, and the first time Shakely has been retired tonight, and probably is at least 2nd hardest hit ball of the night.
Yeah, that was another ball that was smoked, and James did just a well enough job to get back to it.
And Luke Schiller will bat with a runner at first and 2 down. Schiller, infield hit in the 1st, hit by a pitch in the 2nd, and doubled in the 4th inning. And Josie starts him with the strike, 0-1. The ball's 1 strike with 2 down, a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. Runner goes. Pitch taking a strike. Kyle's throw down to second base. Goes into center field. There's apparently was a little confusion between Nimrod and Qualley on who was going to cover the bag. Neither got there immediately. The ball went into center field, but Gavin Nimrod was backing up alertly to avoid future runner advancement. And it's no balls and 2 strikes to count. Josie comes set, a look around the base pass, and a curveball taken high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That hung just enough that it wasn't dangerous.
Yeah, stayed high enough, it was out of the zone.
Stretch, and the 1-2 delivery. Curveball swung on and missed. So the Vikes get out of it in the 6th inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Ashbacker, Smorstad, and Nimrod do. It is a 6-3 lead for Decorah. Let's take a time out for Vicks Heating and Plumbing and Burning Rock Products. Cochler done 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and no strikeouts, as Gavin Shakely, the left-hander, will throw for Clear Lake. He's 11-0 on the season with a 1.12 ERA. Opponents hitting 154 against him. 75 innings, 41 hits, 12 earned runs, 29 walks, 101 strikeouts. Last night he had a no decision through the first 5 1/3 against Clear Lake. 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Kokler moves to third, and Schiller moves to center field for the Lions. And Austin Ashbacker will start things here in the 6th inning. Ashbacker grounded to short and knocked in a run in the 2nd inning and grounded to short again in the 4th. 6-3 Clear Lake as we start things here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch, swinging a foul back. No balls in, 1 strike to count. Shakely trying to get the save here as his Lions lead it by a 6-3 margin. 0-1 delivery. Curveball taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Lions trying to get to state for the 3rd time in school history and the 1st time in 10 years. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on in a hard ground ball fielded at short by Swenson. He'll throw to first base, a low throw, dug out nicely at first by Stephanie, and Ashbacker 3 ground outs to Swenson at short. 1 down here in the 6th.
Yeah, shortstop's been pretty smooth tonight. He's made some nice plays.
And here's Eric Smorstad. He takes a curve for a strike, 0-1. His first at-bat in the 4th inning. He reached on an error. Smorstad came in as part of the pitching change. Check swing, did he go? A look down to first. Marvin Tim says no. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on a curveball. Shakely threw 2/3 of an inning in the Sub-State game a year ago, giving up 1 hit. 1-1 delivery. Curveball swung on and missed. It's 1-2. Pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Smorsy. As Gavin Nimrod will step in the on-deck circle. The 2-2 delivery sails high. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2 the count with 1 down. 3-2. Curveball taken for strike 3. Shakely retires the first 2 batters he faces, and Nimrod will come up and try to start a 2-out rally for Decorah. Nimrod fly to center in the 3rd, fly to center again in the 4th. Pitch, swinging a foul at the plate, no balls and 1 strike. Clear Lake, 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, Vikes 2 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 3rd. 0-1 delivery, curveball, did he go? Apparently yes, 0-2. The Vikes have not been retired in order since the 1st inning. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. And the 0-2 delivery, fastball missed outside. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clear Lake's last trip to state was 0-3. In fact, Decorah made it to state that year as well. Curveball taken low. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, when you look at a little bit of history, that's the last time Decorah made it to state after hosting the district.
Wow.
2-2 delivery, ground ball to the right side. Picked up there by Brock Adams. He'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod, and the Vikes go quietly in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down. On to the 7th we go. It's a 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. Let's take a break for Jason Solon, your Farm Bureau insurance agent, and Rockweiler Appliance and TV.
6 complete.
Top of the 7th inning we go. Brock Adams, Mitch Karen, and Brandon Tofty here in the 7th inning as the first pitch outside from Josie, 1 no strikes. Adams hit into a fielder's choice and scored in the first, grounded to third in the second, and a 2-run double in the 6th inning. And a swing and a foul back. It is 1 strike. 6-3 Lions. Vikes will have the top of the order due in the 7th inning, but work to do before you get to that point. The pitch, low and inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, the Lions trailed 6-3 going to the 7th last night. Can history switch around tonight? The 2-1 swung on, hit towards second, and a knockdown made by Colin Nimrod. He stays with it and throws to first base to retire. Adams 1 down here in the 7th inning. He leaped, he knocked it down, but good stick-to-itiveness, and he got the out, 1 down.
Yep, very nice job by Colin. He didn't panic, picked up the ball with his bare hand like he's taught, and fired it off to first.
So 1 down, nobody on. Mitch Kieran to the plate, grounded or struck out swinging in the first, grounded to short in the third, and popped to first in the 4th inning. As pitch in there for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch, ground ball to the right side. Diving stop made by Nimrod. No, he actually went under his diving attempt, and a roller into right will be a base hit for Kieran. That's his first hit of the postseason. As Kieran reaches on the 1-out single to right. 1 on, 1 out, 6-3 Lions, and here is Brandon Tofty. Tofty, a 2-run single in the first inning, a strikeout swinging in the third, a ground out to first in the 5th. Josie comes set, and the pitch. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Vikes will have the top of the order in the 7th inning. But work to do before you get to that point. Here's a line drive knocked down by Smorstad. Picking it up is Nimrod. He'll throw to the bag at second base. And keeping his foot on the bag is Qualley. And the second out of the inning recorded. A Chinese fire drill on the right side of the infield for Decorah, but it works out, and they get the lead runner 3-4-6.
Yeah, another great job by Colin of making sure that he wasn't a spectator on that play. Again, he forked that ball with his bare hand and fired it to second for the out.
And Tofty will get... And it'll be Zach Tatum at first base running for Tofty. Runner at first, 2 down. And Pete Swenson to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Had an RBI double in the 2nd inning. Doubled in the 3rd and struck out looking in the 5th. A 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. Here in the 7th inning as the Lions trying to get to state for the 3rd time in school history and the first time in 10 years. A curve for a strike, 0-1. 0-1, fastball grounded towards third, and actually I think they're going to, and that'll trickle foul. I did not know if they had hit him in the box or not, but no balls, 2 strikes to count on Swenson. If the score stays put, the nearest team, the 0-2 delivery, runner goes, pitch taken outside, and Kyle dropped it as he was trying to make the throw. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And if the score stays put, the nearest team to Decorah in the state tournament will be Waterloo Columbus.
Wow.
Or Mason City Newman. It's been a while, I think, since the Northeast Iowa Conference would get shut out of the state tournament. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, 1 hit, 1 left. Vikes, what do you got in you? You need 3 to keep it going and 4 to win it. Clear Lake 6, Decorah 3. Let's hear from Wicks Construction and Hubden Oil. 6-3 Clear Lake as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Vikes need 3 to keep this baby going. They have the top of the order up with Colin Nimrod. Grounded to short in the first, singled and scored in the third, fly to right in the fourth. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin Shakely trying to pick up the save. He's 11-0 on the season as Nimrod steps in. Cochler went the first 5. Clear Lake came back and won last night in the district final and trying to win the sub-state here as Nimrod takes a strike. It's 1-1. Now we proceed. 1-1. Outside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. 1-2 the count, and the pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, but foul.
It's a good job by Colin fighting it off. Every good rally starts with base runners, and putting together a finish to this at bat would be a good start.
Likes a 3-run mountain to climb and 3 outs to play with. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And Shakely ready to go. 1-2 delivery. Swing and a foul at the plate. And Nimrod staying alive, swinging off a pretty good one there.
Yeah, it was probably a 50-50 strike there, but Colin did not want to leave that up to the umpire and did the right thing and fouled it off.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. The pitch, curveball, tried to backdoor him, but missed. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clear Lake faithful wanted that one, but it hasn't been given either way tonight. Pitch, swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from Shakely, and Nimrod down on strikes, 1 down here in the 7th inning.
Number 5, shortstop, Jacob Qualley.
Jake Qualley will bat. Fly to left in the first, grounded to, or reached on an error in the third, and flew out to right in the 5th. Qualley was the starting pitcher. Just wasn't himself tonight. And the pitch at the letters for a strike, 0-1.
He isn't being too careful with his breaking ball location. You'd love to see somebody get a hold of one here.
0-1. Hammered towards left field. A late break for the left fielder, Eulenhop. He dives, he can't get it, and he gets beyond him. Qualley will stop at second base with a double.
And that could be just the kind of break you need to get things rolling a little bit for you. Now you've got 1 out. Dustin's job now is to get on and get that tying run back up to the plate here.
And if Carey can get on, Josie Jewell has one of his 4 home runs here in this ballpark this year. Carey 2 for 3, grounded to third in the first, an RBI double in the third, as Jake Hubden will run for Qualley out at second. And Carey will singled to left in the 5th. Good to have a good base runner and a smart base runner out at second base. Jake's done very good on that end of things. There's a difference between having wheels and being smart, and Jake provides both. Pitch, swinging a foul back. No balls and 1 strike to count.
Find a way to get on base. You got to scratch and claw here.
Stretch by Shakely, and the pitch hit him. Yep. That's finding a way.
Yep, great job by Dustin. And, you know, as much as it hurts to get hit by a baseball, those are the times where you just want to stand there and take it.
First and second, 1 down. Tying run is Josie Jewell. He's at the plate. He doubled in the second and scored. He walked in the third. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th. 1 down, first and second. 6-3 Decorah trailing Clear Lake. Shakely delivers, and the pitch taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. He keeps hanging that thing. He
might find himself in trouble.
Make him pay. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Curve ball for a strike, and it's 1-1. Stretch, and the 1-1. Swung on, popped up. That was a good located curveball, low and away. Josie reached for it and hit it softly, foul back and out of play.
Yep, that one had Josie fooled. He kind of had to slow down his swing to get contact with that. Now it's time for a 2-strike approach.
1-2 with one down. Shakely ready in the 1-2. That one sailed as it slipped out of his hand on the breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Hubden at second, Carey at first, Josie the tying run at the plate. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning, 6-3 lead for Clear Lake. Shakely delivers in the pitch, taken up again, it's 3-2. Now you got to come into him because you don't want to put that tying run on base.
Yep, stay disciplined, but stay aggressive. Don't leave it to the umpire here.
Josie asked for time as soon as Shakely went to the pause. Three balls, 2 strikes. And Shakely steps off, so the cat and mouse game continues.
Yep, both athletes wanting to go at their pace.
Hubden at second, Carey at first, 3-2 to Jewell in the pitch. Taken high for ball 4.
Great.
Tying run now on base, and James Osley to the plate. Seth Thompson out of the dugout to talk to Shakely in the infield.
Yep, great at bat by Josie. He grounded that one out. James needs to do the same. Grind. Swing at good pitches. Take the bad ones.
So Hubden at third, Carey at second, and Jewell at first. Jewell is the important run for Clear Lake right now because that one is the tying run. The batter is James Osley. He singled to left, scored a run in the second, popped out with the bases loaded in the third, and flied to center in the 5th. His last time up was a hard hit ball that Shakely ran down near the fence. Shakely delivers to Osley. The pitch, inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Infield up at the corners, back up the middle. 0-1, swing and a little chopper foul, and it's 0-2 now. So now you just need that good 2-strike approach a la Josie in the last at-bat.
Yep, you got to fight until you can get something you can manage.
No balls, 2 strikes the count on James Osley. 6-3 Clear Lake, bases loaded, 1 down. And an entertaining ball game tonight here in New Hampton. 0-2 delivery, fastball up, it's 1-2. Shakely working out of the windup. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a ground ball foul. So Osley stays alive as he hit it up the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Osley steps back in. Shakely in the windup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball, and that was just a wicked one from Shakely.
Yep, that's the best one we've seen from him. Got James out on his front foot, and that was a good strikeout.
Kyle Kane will bat. Bases loaded, 2 down. 7th inning, 6-3 Clear Lake. Kane 0 for 3, grounded to third in the second, popped to third in the third, and hit into a forced play in the 5th. First offering, swung on, popped up left side, foul territory. Kokler under it, and Clear Lake's going to the state tournament. For the first time in 10 years, Clear Lake's going to state. And a solid season of Decorah Viking baseball ends in heartbreak here in New Hampton in the sub-state final.
Yep, it's a tough spot to lose in after you've came this far, but
team shaking hands. The state qualifying banner will be presented to Clear Lake here in the not-too-distant future. And if you're looking at a couple of stats to Tell you why Clear Lake won. 6 2-out runs for Clear Lake, 0 for Decorah. Left on base, 9 for Decorah, and 6 for Clear Lake. The bottom line is timely hitting is a key aspect in any game, and the timely hits were the guys in black and gold tonight.
Yes, they were. They, like you said, they got the 2-out hits tonight. They had the good approach at the plate, and they made our pitchers pay when we made mistakes.
And the thing of it is, and that's the thing of a one-game baseball scenario, you got to play well. Decorah played about 4 innings of really good baseball against Cresco. Played a complete game against Stowine the other night, and did some things you just didn't see him do throughout the course of the season. 3 unearned runs in that first inning. Jake Qualley walks 2 in a row. A good team like Clear Lake is going to make them pay for it, and those little things that were the reasons for such success throughout the course of the season for Decorah just didn't happen tonight. And you know what? There's a reason the team you were playing is now 35-3 too.
Yep, you're exactly right, Darren. And you know the things that they've counted on all year long with pitching and defense just weren't at the height tonight, and that's kind of what ended up costing us here.
And when you look at this dejected dugout on the right side of things, you look at a senior class: Jake Qualley, Josie Jewell, Gavin Nimrod, Eric Smorstad, James Osley, and you know what? I'm going to throw Andy Hovden into that bunch too. That were a part of this baseball family and was a part of such a run last year. And look what those kids, not only what have they done in baseball, but all the other sports. The state football championship this past fall, state runners-up the year before, state runners-up in baseball a year ago. A lot of kids were on a state track championship, state golf. This senior class is going to be tough to say goodbye to, tough to replace, but you know what? That's part of the fun and the challenge of this junior class coming up, though. Yep,
pretty successful athletic careers here for our graduating seniors. I'm sure that doesn't lessen the hurt much tonight.
And that's the thing. There's nothing we can say to make these kids feel better tonight. But you know what? Give this thing a week or two. You're going to appreciate what you were able to accomplish. And was that the way it was for you guys back in 2010 when you lost an entertaining sub-state game on this diamond?
Definitely. Like everything, gets a little better with time. But these guys played a pretty darn good season, and like you said, these seniors have had a lot of success in baseball, and I'm sure these juniors are going to be hungry for some more in the future.
And it's just a heartbreaking way to end it, but again, Clear Lake played better tonight, and there's a reason they are 35-3.
Yep.
And you lost to a pretty good baseball team, and nothing to shake a stick at if you're Decorah, but 27-9, that's still a pretty darn good baseball season.
Yes, it is. We won a lot of games this year. Played pretty good ball all year long, really. And it's always tough to see it end, but I'm sure we'll come back. The guys will be hungry next year.
And when you look at it, with the added week in baseball and everything like that, we're just 5 weeks and 2 days away from kickoff for the football season.
Wow.
And that's seems like a short amount of time, but I think there's a reason it's fun to play summer baseball as well. It's a lot more fun, I think, to play summer baseball when it's 70 degrees, 80 degrees, 90 degrees as compared to 30, 40, and 50, in my humble opinion. But nonetheless, Clear Lake wins it tonight. Your final thoughts, Luke?
Yeah, Darren, really the difference in the game for me was that first inning. Tough to rebound from that, but we fought hard. The guys fought hard. Just tough to, when you run up against a good team like this, you're gonna lose some games, and tonight was that case.
Well, Luke, we appreciate you joining us here in the postseason. Unfortunately, we won't get to call games from Principal Park as we did last year, but nonetheless, fine season, a fun ride, and always fun working with you. And you're going to get an opportunity to call a football game this fall.
You bet.
Because we should announce that our dear friend John Carlson is given up the color commentating position. Obviously, John, with a lot of things to do related to his basketball position, he's putting his family first, and it's the right decision for him. Chris Wanless is going to be the main color commentator. Coach O will also be around some, but since Chris is doing college football as well, he doesn't think he can make that Decorah to Minot, North Dakota trip. So Decorah, West Delaware, Luke will be joining us for that broadcast. We can tell you now that the all-conference team has been released. Josie Jewell is a first-team all-conference player. Jacob Qualley, Dustin Carey, James Osley, Kyle Kane, second-teamers for Decorah this year as well. Luke, always fun working with you, and look forward to this fall and seeing you around and you defending me as an attorney someday.
Yeah, you bet, Darren. Looking forward to it.
Or was that representing?
Representing.
Okay. Anyway, we appreciate Luke and his help. Many people to thank for making this broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So, as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, if not the outcome. Final score tonight, Clear Lake qualifies for the state tournament with a 6-3 win over Decorah. Our next broadcast is only 37 days away, as the Decorah Vikings will take on the Waverly Shellrock Hawks in week number 1 of the high school football season. And we will have that for you on Friday night, August the 30th. And we'll have it for you with the countdown to kickoff at 6:30 and game time set for 7:30. So for Luke Kane, I'm Darren Swinson saying so long from New Hampton. Clear Lake moves on to the state tournament with a 6-3 win over Decorah. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we will talk to you again come football season.